We don't need to wait for Jesus Christ to come back to earth in order to overcome death. A couple of geeks in a laboratory can do it. I mean, all this story about Jesus rising from the dead and being the Son of God, this is fake news. Wait.
Kipor kibal adab lami shibun ki brio kiba kran ben blay. Hynrei kane kajing kran ben blay jong ki kanam kta ai ki weipat. Hynrei kakta bai tang ya kitohi kiba kran ben blay. Hynrei hakini kisingi kiba menta lami sa uwei u bakran ben blay. Uba khamshir kai shushu mania kito ki wei kiba kran ben blay. Namar kane kajing kran ben blay jong ni ubrio. Uba mi hakini kisingi kiba menta. Kan kata lot ya ka pertai borok kawai. Namar kumangi tiap hakini kisingi kiba menta. Ngila yam haki kisingi kiba kadu. Uni uba kran ben blay om tang bu kran ben ublay. Hynrei ula kopru yu ublay. Uang ba balingan haban ab Iaka Jingwan Arsien u Jisu. Ban Pynmihpat ya kiba yap. Ngim Donkam man ab ya kata ka Jingwan Jisu. Namar menta ngila ala ban le ya kata lengba ka teknologi.
We don't have to wait until Christ's second coming in order to overcome death. A couple of geeks in a laboratory can do it if you give them enough time and money.
Ato uni udai uai ban kran ben ya ublay kane ubakop ya ublay. Kumbangi puli naga ki tap jing pan pau kalong ka ba khat lai ka khot ka ba khat san ba khat reo ka ongkum ni tela ai ha u ya ka shintur ka ba yalap ya ki ba kraw bat ya ka jing kran ben blay te ula ang ya la ka shintur jong u ya ka ban kran ben ya ublay kum ta tong ni pa ya ki kato ni ki jing yalap jong uni ubrio ban kran ben ya ublay bat ban ngin ya puson ru ya kita ki jing kran jong u bat ngin penchong no rem na ka ktien ka jong ublay uni ba kran ben blay bat ubakop ya ublay u kerteng u Yuval Noah Harari udai u scientist batru u historian professor jong ka school ba Hebrew University ka ba ha Jerusalem u longru ujio lakhayo u ha Kiryat Ata ka ba hapapo ka ri Israel udai ru unong thokot ba pau ba bala yoru ki jingiro na ki he ki han jong kane ka pertai kum u Biden u Jotsaru u Bill Gates bat u Obama.
Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, and Barack Obama.
The other book that I really enjoyed, a book by an Israeli author, Yuval Harari.
But ulong ru unong aibu jong ka World Economic Forum balasanya ka da u close swap ka World Economic Forum kalong ru ka kunhun ka ba syat penlong ya ka World Government Summit ne ka jing kendu lang jong ki nong sensial jong borok we ka partai bat ka ba wan ra ru ya kata ka Great Reset bat ya ka Fourth Industrial Revolution lada kalong kamon ublay ya kane ka Great Reset bat ya kata ka Fourth Industrial Revolution ngin sapet hakwe pat ka video Hynrei mentang ini baitang sepang uni u Noah Harari Noah Harari ha war hajar ar ula dap ito syungkurim perasyan ranghi beruta u tengah jong u kurteng u Isaac Yuhaf kani ka jing yato perasyan rang jong u ka penkan mau yang i sepang uta u mereklau uban sensiare kani ka pertai kumba u Daniel ula dap itu lupa sepang uta u Antichrist lani uta u mereklau ba uta u Antichrist uban sa sensiar don bor ya kani ka pertai undai ubum ngai ya unu ublay mat om ikwaru ya kanu ka kantai kumbangi puli haka kitab u Daniel kalnong ka bakat uway kat kot ka balai penyo haka kot ba kasi kamshamla kransyai ba ban ong ba om ikwa ya ka kantai Hynrei ladangi puli na ka KJV ka kot ba pareng ka ong No Desire of Woman u Noah Harari udairu ubom ngai blay bat uang ruba kini baro kijing itu kana naka Bible sepang Jisu ba ulaya bat Pynmihpat bat Jisu ulong kun ublay kini baro kilong tangki kubor tok uong.
But all these billions of Christians and Muslims and Hindus, they believe in fictional stories. I mean, all this story about Jesus rising from the dead and being the Son of God, this is fake news.
Ka ketin ublay ka ong ha ka shti ka banungkong u Yohanes kalong ka basaw kot ka balay ka ong ba ka mensim baro ka bomplay u Jisu kamlong na ublay te kani kalong ka mensim jong unong ile persya yu Chris lani umensim jong utau Chris lamler kaba yele persya yu Chris kalong ba unle duplicate ni pertu ya Jisu ka gospel u Yohanes kalong ka ba shipau kadkhot ka ba arpra hangtu Jisu wang manga tinga ai haki Iaka Jingwan jukut batkin omjot shu lanu ru ladangi ngaj berpediang yu Jisu nadu ka donut u Jisu na yangi ka Jingwan jukut bat ban shong karu bat u junom lo junom uni u nowa harariru ula kular ban aya ka Jingwan jukut da kita kijing start science berki teknologi sngap hangni u ong ba ngin se I saya kwai kaniam tekno religion bat kani kaniam kumbalong lem kiwai ki jatniam ki ba kular ban aya ka jingsuk ek jing em pahu pahai kumta kani ka niam ru kan ai om tang ya ka jing em ba pahu pahai bat ya ka jing ko jing kia Hynrei kan ai ru wat ya ka jing em bom jukut hangni ha perthaihi da ka jing erap ka teknologi omdei ba pinyo ya ka jing em bom jukut onda phila yap da ka jing erap jong uta ublai Hynrei hangni ha perthaihi pinyo ya ka ta ka jing em bom jukut ladap hi pediang bat kongu yu.
We might see another round of techno-religions in the 21st century when religions will promise again not just prosperity and health but even eternal life here on earth with the help of technology and not after you die with the help of some god.
But omdei tangkat ni Hynrei ula kop shushu da ka ba ula ong ba Ngim Donkam ban ap haduk kata ka Jingwan Arsien u Jisu ban Pynmihpat ya kibayap bat ban job ya ka jingyap Hynrei ulu ong ba lada pidon kapor bat kapisah Ngi Ruh Ngi ban le ya kata ha ki laboratory jongi.
We don't have to wait until Christ's second coming in order to overcome death. A couple of geeks in a laboratory can do it if you give them enough time and money.
Nanta ulu ong shu ba kajing rangkat kerdan kaladu ber kamdon shu Hynrei kanwan kajing imbom jukut nomar tang kita ki badon spa kinyo ya kajing imbom jukut u ong ba ka Google menta kala penmi ya kata ka kaliku lap kabanira ban om yap shu u ong menshwa kani ka Google kayira ban wat ban yo jingtip Hynrei menta kani ka Google kanira ban soft ya kajing yap.
In places like Silicon Valley, equality is out, but immortality is in. Everybody's talking about immortality. Google has just established 2 or 3 years ago a sub-company called Calico, whose stated aim is to solve the problem of death. We've solved search, now we'll solve death.
Kandiat ngini apa ya kai kata ka laboratory kabala ban Pynmihpat ya kibayap. Kani kadai ka karunik. Akan yang mesin berdaya tak bah kibu ya ki mediap kenang ba kan ompot markini ki sentis kingej ba ha kawai kasih kini ki mediap kinsa empat sampai ya kini ka video hang ni ngan sabu ya kini ha ka link bat sampai yang tu nomor ba kadang abu hang ni kan sajrong pelan bat omdei tang kani Hynrei u Elon Musk ula snai uta u kerja chip uba ki kot u neruling mantap akaje biang jong ki brio bat ban upload ya kajing mut jong pekat jong ki brio karkom kran karkom kana kasur ber karkom ak jong brio kat ba udang em kin story yakini ki information baro bat onda uta brio bat tap ya u neruling u layap kin sa syukur bat ong ba ula imbiang da ka ba kin shna ya kita ki humanoid robot bat ya kita information baro bakila yo ban lum baro kin sa tap ha uta u humanoid robot bat uta robot unsa long tekum uta ubri hui bala yap Hynrei ula empat karukom kran kar sur karukom ya karukom yang jong uta u robot kajing long baro jong uta u robot kan long tekum utu ubri ba la yap pe ya kani ka video clip ba ngala shimna ka kubor jong ka wion ba pin sutu hamba.
The second story was about a tech firm which is offering money to people to have their faces imprinted on robots to create what they call robots with human faces and machines that will look like us. The applicants will be made to record 100 hours of speech material to make a robot not just look like you but also sound like you. Now, first of all of this is creepy, letting a robot use your face and voice forever. It's almost like giving away your identity to a machine, letting a company do whatever they want to do with your face and voice. Plus, it's dangerous.
Kanika news ko ang ba kinisnay uta o robot amday tang kadur jong Hynrei wat hakasur ka jong piru kanlong tek kumapihi nang ta nuksa pa ya kanika Alexa bala panmi da ka Amazon kabala pan kren ne penruai kasur jong kituki ba layap.
Case in point, Amazon. It is promising to bring back the voice of the dead. Amazon says Alexa will soon be able to mimic the voice of a deceased person. What this means is you can ask Alexa to sing a song in your grandmother's voice and it will obey. You can ask Alexa to sing a lullaby in a dead parent's voice or program it to always speak in your deceased partner's voice and it will be like he or she never left.
Ray talks about the uploading of everything that characterizes what's human and what you know and all your experiences could be uploaded into the internet and run on a computer. Then that becomes philosophical. Is that you? And if that goes on forever, is that immortality?
Deha kani kerkom uta u kresolmler unsa syukur ya kibriu da kita kelak jong Ngini paj biangnya saya ki katuk ni ki jingkren benjon blai jong uni Noah Harari. Ni briu lakop bat kren ben wat u blai budun bertam sngap angkum ni. Ka kitab Genesis u blai ulale ayu. Ulat tahu ya ki jingtung yu merat ya ubrio mat ngiru menta ngila ban tahu ya ki ta ki jingtung ki merat bat ikibrio mat ulong shushu kampalat ban ya ki ba ublai ulat tahu ngila ban le ya kata mat uong shushu balada pinge yu ublai jong ka Bible ublai usu tahu tang ya ki balong organik kum ya ki masi ki sok ki jiraf mat ikibrio baru ki balong organik Hynrei Ngi menta ngin tahu ya ki aka ki bomlong organic ki ba wat ublay jong ka Bible umla banle.
So in the first book of Genesis, what God does is to create animals and plants and humans, and we now want to gain this ability to ourselves to manufacture animals and plants and humans. And we even go beyond God. I mean, even if you believe in the Bible, the only thing the God of the Bible managed to create is organic beings. He managed to create the cows and the tomatoes and the giraffes and the humans, all organic. Now we try to go beyond the God of the Bible and create inorganic life, something he never managed to do, either according to the Bible or according to biology. For 4 billion years, all of life was organic, and now we want to create inorganic life. That's really... Divinity is not far enough to describe what we are trying to do.
The first one was about self-replicating robots. Robots that can reproduce, create copies of themselves, make babies like humans do, robots. In the United States, scientists have created robots that can produce an offspring. They're calling them xenobots. This is what they look like. These tiny organisms that you see, these spherical clumps, they're xenobots. And they're not made of metal or plastic. They've been created from biological tissues, which essentially makes them living robots. Robots that can move on their own, heal on their own, and now, of course, reproduce on their own.
But day takat ni kita ki jingkran ben blay jong Hynrei kidang don shibun ba ki aka ba ngin sapay aka way pat ka video nomor ba ladangi pedlut ang ni baro kan sa jirong lada ka long ka bala ngin saya batang ha ka way pat ka video.